Hello, this video is to discuss the most basic key hotel industry metrics that are reviewed within the Marriott organization and across the hospitality industry in general. Those statistics or metrics are occupancy, RevPAR, ADR, and GOP. Again, even if you're relatively new in the industry, you've probably heard these terms, and this is a video just to simply define and better understand each of them. First of all, each of these are just simply ratios. They're just taking one number and dividing it by another to help understand, are we winning or losing, better understand different metrics and different hotels while adjusting for size and capacity. Looking at the first one, if we take and define room revenue and divide it by rooms sold, it gives you your average daily rate, which is your ADR. So again, ADR is just simply the average price that the guest paid for each room on any given night or any given length of time. If you're looking at a profit and loss statement or a P&L that is taken over a month, the ADR listed would be over the course of that month period. So it would be, again, room revenue divided by rooms sold. If you look at occupied rooms divided by available rooms, you get your occupancy. Again, occupied rooms is just simply your room sold plus your complementary rooms. And so those two stats divided by each other give you occupancy. And finally, looking at room revenue divided by available rooms gives you your revenue per available room, which is RevPAR. This is room RevPAR. There's also a total RevPAR, which is total revenue divided by available rooms. But the key metric that's often looked at in the industry is this room revenue, room RevPAR figure. It's important to understand too that these the relationship between the three, if you multiply ADR against occupancy, you actually calculate your RevPAR. So these three statistics or metrics are very valuable and very interrelated as well. To look on the cost side, gross operating profit is GOP, and if you take gross operating profit divided by total revenue, you get your gross operating profit margin. So GOP margin is what's calculated. And gross operating profit is just your total revenue minus your operating costs. So your operating department costs or adding up your operating department profits. It does not include your deduct or support costs or impact from below the line costs. And for any Republicans out there, GOP does not stand for Grand Old Party, but just simply gross operating profit. Historically, it has been referred to as house profit, but with the USALI change recently, it's been changed to GOP from house profit. Quickly to look at the profit and loss statement. As you look at this statement, you can see on the left, if you divide this in half, on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see whatever time period is represented. If it's a month or a quarter, you can see on the left-hand side of the screen the actual budget and prior year results for the current month. If you look down the middle, you can see what's being specified, and on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see the year-to-date numbers, including the month-to-date on the left-hand side. So that's the way that the P&L, the profit and loss statement, is divided. Highlighting down into it, the key stats that we just reviewed is where you can find the metrics we've gone over. You can see your gross operating profit, you can see your gross operating profit margin, occupancy, average rate, and your room RevPAR.